Today I want to show you the easiest way to customize your WordPress website. No coding required. On today's plugin pick, I'm going to feature a plugin called CSS Hero. CSS stands for Cascading Styles, and it's basically how every website is designed these days. So using this plugin, we can create simple customizations to our website. Let's take a look at a few of these. I've already installed and activated the CSS Hero plugin, and so you can see that I have here a blue lightning bolt, and that is the button to activate CSS Hero. You can also see that I'm logged in. This will only work for a person who is logged into the website. So when I hover over the blue lightning, I get the CSS Hero button, and I'm just going to click that to start. CSS Hero has loaded, and I've got this menu bar on this side where I can choose my customization. In general, there's going to be just a few things that you want to customize. Usually you want to customize fonts, font sizes, and the spacing between elements. There are some other advanced features that you can dig into, but that's beyond the scope of this video. So I just want to show you a few of the general customizations you can do. To get started, I'm going to click on the crosshairs here, and I'm going to select an item to customize. Now you can see that I can customize all of these things because I've got the boxes with the little blue labels on them. Okay, so let me customize the menu at the top. I'm just going to click on that, and here's where cascading style sheets comes into play. Cascading styles means that you can do a very general change that will affect the whole website, and it cascades all the way down to a very specific item that will only affect one thing. So in general, when you're using this plugin, you're going to want to choose the uppermost item. So that would be this top item here. So I'm going to click on that, and let's choose text, and let's first change the color of this text. So maybe we want, for demonstration purposes, let's go with a yellowish. And you can see that my changes are taking place live, so you can see how your customizations will look. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and let's also change the font family. CSS Hero gives us access to hundreds, like 400 Google fonts. So we can just scroll down here and find a good font. This one looks kind of interesting, so I'm going to click on that, and you can see it change live. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more, and I'm going to change the font size. For illustration purpose, we made it very big. I'm going to click on this arrow and see what else I can change. I can change the margin and the padding. These are two properties that are used for the spacing between items. So if I change the margin, per se, there's no margin at all on this element. So let me just change. Let's change the left margin a little bit. Okay, give it about 15 pixels. Now you can see I've indented that menu. I'm going to save that. One thing you're going to note is that when I click on the crosshairs and I'm trying to find something to customize, some things you can customize, while other things you don't get the properties that come up. This block of text is not immediately customizable with CSS Hero. Your mileage will vary depending on the theme that you're using. Now, it still is possible to customize this. We just have to dig a little bit deeper into the code and then do some very custom customizations to get this to work. But it's still possible, so we'll tackle that a little bit later, or maybe in an advanced video. I'm going to X out of this. And now let me go to another page in the website. I'm going to click on the contact page, and I'm going to do some customizations on this page. So maybe I want to customize the heading here. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on this entry title. So I'm going to mostly click on the topmost item there. And just for fun, I'm going to give this a background color. And maybe a border radius. And I'm going to save that. Here's the challenge when using CSS Hero. If you don't have a good sense of design, your customizations may make your theme look worse than what it is. So please trust your designer, and if you want to do some minor customizations, you're welcome to do it. But in general, you have to have a good sense of design if your changes are going to look good on the page. Let me show you a few other things. Right below the crosshairs, you get this monitor, and a menu pops out, and you get a phone and a tablet. Most websites nowadays are responsive, so they look different on different devices. So if I click on the tablet, you can see that I get a tablet view of the website. Sometimes on the tablet view of the website, the spacing can be a little bit off, or you might think, oh, I want less white space. So that's something that we can customize. Let's click on the crosshairs, and let me hover over some elements here. What you're seeing now is that as I hover over this element, there's a yellow area on the bottom. That's probably the margin on this element. So if I clicked on this element, the breadcrumb area, and I went to the margin, you can see I've got 60 pixels on the margin bottom. So if I just pull that in, now that looks pretty good. And you can see that I have a save button and this tablet here. That means this change will only affect the tablet view of the website. Pretty cool if you ask me. So I'm going to save that. Now I'm going to come here and go back to the desktop version. And you'll see that that margin has returned. And the small margin is only affecting the tablet view. So if I change to the phone view, all right, that looks okay. Perhaps this font is a little bit big, and I can come in here and click on that and adjust the font size down. That's a little too big, so maybe 30 points. Save that. And again, this change that I just made will only affect the mobile version. Okay, let's pop back into the desktop version of the site. So that's a brief overview of CSS Hero. You can see how easy it is to make some simple changes. So if you want to adjust the spacing on the site, you want to change the fonts, you want to adjust font sizes, colors, different things like that. It's very easy to make changes quickly. You don't need a designer, you don't need to code. You can just move a few sliders, change a few font sizes, and you'll get a live preview of everything you're doing to the website. So when I'm done making all my changes, I'm going to click the power button here, turn off CSS Hero, and my site is ready to go.